I've pressed go live. Hello, this is us live. Hi. My name, my name is Vinny, and this is my first stream ever on December 6th. Anyway, hi, it's me, Vinny. This is how I talk forever now. I don't know what I'm doing. It's a terrible bit. Hi, it's me, Vinny. Here again, play Super Mario Maker 2. With my friend Steven. Say hi, Steven.
What's up?
Thank you for not saying hi, Steven, back to me.
Yeah. I don't know if I've done that before, but if I have, I'm sorry.
No, I think I crushed the dad joke quota when I started the stream. I don't know what that weird thing was, but uh, let's let's see. uh, as people are coming in, I guess I will say hello. We'll get started here in just a minute. CJ the Beast, Phantom Truck, Rosemary KO. Hello, how's it going, everybody? Hmm. I can't not say it, guys. There's a Cheetos commercial, and there's a guy that goes, let's see, and I can't stop saying it.
How do I sound? Am I a little quiet still?
Oh, you know what? Let me.
CJ said it. I might be a little quiet.
Yeah, you probably are because I had to turn down the desktop audio of my last stream. Keep talking at me though, buddy.
I'm talking that. Yeah. How's everyone doing? Everyone having a good Friday so far?
My Friday, this Friday was a lot better than last Friday. Steven, I had to clean up human blood last Friday.
What?
Yeah, a man walked into my shop and like walked like
Huh?
around the entire store and just came up to me and was like, "I just bled all over your store," and then I just a
Oh.
trail of blood throughout the whole place. It was crazy.
Oh.
It's horrible.
Um. Did he elaborate?
No,
Was
he
he
was like,
just like?
he's like,
Was he?
he just
He
like,
said.
he lifted up his hand and he's like, it's just like a scab like came off, but his hand was like covered in blood. It was awful. I'm so sorry. This everybody's just heard this story like 5 times now. I kept talking about it last stream too. I'm still flabbergasted about it.
Yeah, because it's like. Did he not know? Like.
Yeah, I don't know how he didn't know because it was literally like
Yeah.
I had to clean the floor of like the entire place with disinfectant. It was horrible.
Wow.
Yeah, I was scrubbing the deck of my pirate ship, but it was the floor of the store.
Oh, well, I'm happy nothing like that happened today.
Yeah, no. Uh, hello to Kimberly, Bronzetti, Kimberly. The boys are back. Well, I've got one boy. Ryan might join us later.
Oh,
Ariana, hello.
hopefully.
Um, all right.
Let's
Well,
see.
are you hitting me with the Cheeto man, or was that an accidental? Let's see.
No, that was the Cheeto man.
All right. Let's see. CJ said my town had a winter festival. I bought so many cookies. I'm jealous. The other day was National Cookie
Ooh.
Day, and I don't even think I had a cookie, which is like high treason as far as I'm concerned. I should have had like 80
Yeah.
cookies. Do you?
Had cookies and I had some cookies and milk a couple days ago.
Whoa.
Like I was a little boy again.
Where did you
I
turn
do
into
you
Tim
still
Allen for a moment? Oh, oh, oh.
I did actually. Do you still drink milk
I
with your cookies?
no, dude.
Is that a thing?
I can't drink straight milk. It grosses me
Yeah,
out.
that's kind. I'm kind of there too. It's kind of a rare occasion now, but even so, I did it 2 days, like 2 nights in a row. I had like back to back nights with cookies and milk, and I was just like that second night. I was like, that's it. That's my quota for
It's
the
done
year.
forever.
Yeah, it was too much, man.
Hello, Blue Magic. Happy December to you as well. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing great.
Uh, da, 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 da. Rose says, got to go to school tomorrow for choir fundraising, selling pumpkin pancakes and cinnamon rolls. Dude, that's Ryan's dream.
Oh, yeah. Is that inspired by Ryan at all?
Ryan's gonna show up and be like, "I take 20."
Them to me.
They have a national day for almost everything now, says CJ. That's which is very true. They literally have a day for everything. You can like literally. I wonder. Let's see what today's the national day of. If it's the national day of Cheetos, that's gonna be crazy. Holidays
Still have
today.
Vinny's dad somehow came across a inflatable Chester Cheetah that he gave to Vin, who proceeded to give it to me, and I still have it. It's like a little store display one.
Yeah, he's got like a biker's helmet on.
Yeah.
Today is National Gazpacho Day.
Oh.
Ask anyone what they think of gazpacho, and they'll say it's the chilled, more delicate cousin of boring old tomato soup. That's offensive. Tomato soup's fine. You don't need to come at it that way. It's also National Miners Day. Despite federal efforts to ensure safe working conditions for miners, they have one of the most difficult and dangerous jobs. Well, now we know. And knowing is half the battle.
We talking gold miners? Is that what the kind of miners you're talking
about? Yeah.
Okay.
Kimberly says my birthday is National Hug Your Cat Day. I think what happens on I feel like something happens. Steven, you were talking about you share a birthday to the exact year as somebody. Who was that?
I think I was talking about this the last time I was on. I was born. We were both brought onto this earth on the exact same day, same day, same year. I share the exact same birthday as Logan Paul.
Oh man, I have down to the year. I'm almost certain anyway. The kid from 2.5 Men.
What's he up to? Let's get him on the stream.
God, no.
What are his rates?
Probably too high.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's play Mario Maker, guys. I don't know what I'm doing at this point. All right. Switch over to this thing and press this thing.
This will be the first time streaming the game since they did the new update, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I was hoping it was going to do the fun intro when I tested it earlier. It did the fun intro. It didn't do it that time. It was just the standard old Mario Maker
with the
intro.
Master Sword.
Yeah, and it's also got Spike in there. Spike is like one of my favorite designed Mario characters.
I didn't realize he wasn't in the game, so that's cool that they added him in there.
Yeah. This has been the opening level like the past like 5 times I've played this game, and every time I started, I'm like, what am I doing? What's that guy doing there? What's he doing there? Remember Christian Bale? Okay. Here we go. We're just gonna play. We're gonna play some. Please note that we may delete uploaded courses, reset the total numbers of likes. All right, that's fine. I don't know. Oh, Ninja speedruns. I forgot about that. Okay.
DJ says I've got a level themed around Spike. Anybody that has their own levels that they want to see Vin play, please send them our way, and I will get a list going.
All right. I don't know. Ninja speedruns. You want? Should we just try one of these out?
Try one out. Why not?
Rolling snowballs. Make your way through the snowfield and keep an eye out for spikes and snow pokies. Stomping on snow pokies will turn them into small snowballs, which you can pick up and throw. Play this course as many times as you want and see if you can find the fastest way to finish it. I won't, but I'll try. Phew. But there he is, dude. That's my boy. I've sacrificed myself to him.
Oh man.
Yep.
Yeah, his design in this version is really good.
Well, he pops up a lot in Mario Party. And
Oh really?
yeah, I don't think you can play as him, but he's in like a bunch of the mini games, and I don't know, just seeing him cracks me up.
This has already got a death count going.
Oh, good. We're gonna need it. Oh, that was a big one. Oh, didn't work. There we go. Oh my god, I was there. Sometimes I start looking at the screen on the computer and it has like that slight half a second delay, and it's the worst way to try and play this game. Oh! Oh! Whatever, we did. Hooray!
Is this the I'm not is this the version that's supposed to have like the or is that in a different like mode that has like the different like spirits behind where you can see if people
I think they'll come in once
like
I
how well
play
they
it.
did.
Yeah, now I can race against the ninjas after I beat it.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I haven't tried this out yet.
It's very distracting, but I love it.
Oh man.
It's kind of scary. See how many of them I can catch up to. Not any of them, because I'm dead. Let's see. Last time, I had a pretty successful run without picking up a mushroom.
Chaotic, man.
It is. It's very chaotic. There's so much going on. I like want to run away from them. That's just like
Right.
what I'm out to do. Yeah, keep that death count growing. Oh. What's momentum anyway? Oh my god. There's so many of them. Which one's your favorite? Yeah, you have to choose.
Probably the one, not the furthest to the left, but like the second closest to the left.
Okay, yeah, he's a pretty good one.
But what about you?
I was gonna say third over to the left.
Oh, well, agree to disagree.
Let's see. Has anybody experienced snow yet this winter season? This pre-winter season?
You have.
You have?
Easy. Yeah. You got some too, right?
Yeah, but it wasn't really like good snow. You know what I mean? Like it was like, oh, I'm here for
Yeah.
half a second. No, I'm rain.
CJ says it snowed 3 times where they live. Wow.
Wow. That's too many. Guys, I'm anti-snow.
Who as in TOO?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing. I keep getting worse at this course. Wow. So if I play that more, do I get
You got a
more stuff?
ninja cap though.
Yeah, I did. I got oh, the ninjas are following the dog now.
That's pretty great.
Oh, hold
No,
on.
I'll have to-
Can
I'll
I
have to try
comment
this out
on that
myself.
course? Oh man, no, I can't. What's the fastest time though? Let's see how embarrassingly fast they are. Somebody did it in under 20 seconds.
Oh.
That's fast.
It's a little too fast.
I've never been like an actual speed runner. You know what I mean?
Yeah. When Ryan and I would play when we were living together and we would play Mario Maker all the time, that was more so our approach to playing the game was trying to, speed. We were watching a lot of like Tri-Hex and stuff, so like we were like kind of serious about it. But I mean, now I don't really, like most levels. If I get a speed run on a few, I'm happy. But like on most levels, there's no way I'm gonna get it.
Yeah. So we got some auto scroll boys here. Also, there's like a very loud truck outside. I don't know what it's doing. It sounds like a garbage truck, but I don't know why it would be over on my half of the complex here.
Gonna be the guy that was in the shop.
He brought.
Dude, I somehow managed.
I dumped all my garbage on your car.
He's just surprised by everything he does.
I dumped my giant truck full of blood.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm a vampire supplier. Kimberly said, if you had any superpower, which would you choose? I feel like flight is the standard answer. But, I don't know, probably like speed. I feel like I take my time with a lot of things. And a lot of times it's a good thing, but a lot of times I'm like, man, I feel like I could have gotten that done a little quicker, more efficiently.
I think if I could slow down time, so I could do more stuff in a day.
Yeah.
That's probably mine. What are you drawing here?
I don't know. I guess it's Big the Cat. I just started going. I drew a shape, and I was like, well, that's what this is now.
All right, we have the first level submission from the Microwave, who also says, "Hello, society." So the Microwave might be Joker.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the Joker. You can't convince me otherwise. But thank you very much. We're gonna be playing levels submitted in the second half of the stream. So,
Yes. And can I just say that I personally have a surprise for Vin.
Did you make a level?
I have a surprise. So if everybody wants to stick around for that, I think it'll be,
oh boy,
worth your time. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Does it have to do with Papa John's?
Stay tuned.
Oh boy. Looks like CJ sent a level based around Spike. Thank you very much, CJ.
All right, got it. Nice. Let's see. Bryce says next draw Sonic, so you got to draw Sonic next time.
All right. I'll make it happen. On.
That all right was very Reggie.
All right. I'll make it happen. Hello, I'm Reggie Fils-Aimé, creator of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh man.
Okay, that's all the time I've got. I have to get back to playing Sonic Rush on my Nintendo DS.
Yikes. Yikes.
This looks more like Sonic.
Yeah, I can already see the shape.
That's what happens when you go you go too fast.
Kimberly says, Steven, we talked about this last week. Which Disney princess is Shadow? Well, I say this as someone who is like the furthest from a, I love Sonic, but I am very far from a Sonic aficionado. So even and also like Disney, I don't have the firmest like
That's
grasp
true.
on these characters anymore. Well. I'm assuming was this a full conversation last week?
Yeah, I don't remember. Somebody just said that Shadow was a Disney princess, and so that just became a topic
Okay.
of conversation of which one he is.
Well, I mean, Shadow is somewhat of an anti-hero. So I'm trying to think whose character arc kind of mirrors that of Shadow's. I really don't know. This is a good question, and also again, this is like very limited knowledge on my end.
I think.
Who did you say?
Well, I think it comes down to what dress you think he'd look prettier in. But
What?
I said Sleeping Beauty because
Is that really where it went?
it is, yeah. Oh, I'm supposed to do nothing.
Wow.
Oh no, I did something though. I moved. I said Sleeping Beauty because he takes a nap for 50 years and then he wakes up.
Okay, that's a good answer. For whatever reason, my my gut answer was gonna be Mulan, but I don't know why.
I mean, sure. Mulan.
Really, I'm not gonna elaborate on
Well, Mulan like has deals a lot with like who she is inside, and I feel like that was indeed the the topic of the video game Shadow the Hedgehog.
Right. Well, yeah, and that's kind of like fresh in my brain since we were playing that not too long ago. So yeah, thank you. I do think I gave a really good answer, so I appreciate you confirming
did.
that.
Bryce says Shadow is edgy Ariel. But they also ask who my favorite Sonic character is. I guess probably Shadow, just because I have to be him all the time. But not that I have to be him, but I enjoy being him. Hello, I see the cool one. Rose says, should there be a national and the Squatters Day?
Absolutely. I don't. What day do y'all think it should be?
Yeah, what day should
Let's
our,
try and.
what should our national holiday be?
Yeah, we. I mean, obviously, we deserve one. I mean, really more so about you.
Well, it's about the squatters is who it's about.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I didn't mean you, Vin. This isn't about us. This is about
No,
them.
This goes beyond us. Rose says, when did Shrek come out? 2001.
Yeah, if it came out on a If it came out on a Friday, that would be great. Why don't I know the date that
April
Shrek was released off the
22nd,
top of my head?
2001.
Wow.
And the Squatters.
Did you see Shrek in theaters? Do you remember?
I saw it. Remember the drive-in theater?
Oh, of course I remember the drive-in theater. Yeah.
I saw it there, so it was like technically after its true theatrical run, but I saw it there.
Right. That's awesome. Yeah, the we had a drive-in theater in our hometown growing up, and it was really cool. That's it. That's my story. But no, they would show movies probably like what, a year after they were released, or maybe
Yeah, like it was probably
6
actually
months or
like
so?
yeah, it was probably only like a couple months after. It was probably like right after they got out of
Yeah.
theaters.
Yeah. Man, I I was very young, but technically the first movie I ever saw was Pulp Fiction. I was like an infant.
Wow.
But, went to the theaters, the drive-in theater. Yeah.
We have
A
my
very loud barking dog. I'm gonna
tribute.
go take care of this barking dog.
My dogs are barking. This is my tribute to the Shreks of Future Past, which is my favorite X-Men story arc. Okay, this gets a scribble face, and there we go. Kimberly says, "Who else is going to see the Sonic movie in theaters, dude? 100%. I was gonna see it no matter what he looked like in theaters on opening day. It's great because now it's opening on Valentine's Day, and what's more romantic than the Sonic the Hedgehog feature film?"
What was the question? I'm back, by the way.
Kimberly said, "Who's going to see the Sonic movie in theaters?" And I pointed out that the movie's coming out on Valentine's Day, and I said, "What's more romantic than Sonic the feature film?"
Yeah, I think I'll see it in theaters, absolutely, just so we can like talk about it on stream.
Oh yeah,
I mean, I definitely want to see it, but you know, there's definitely I pass on a lot of movies as far as seeing them in the theater.
I wish I was like that. I'm always like, I need to see it immediately.
Oh, but the thing is, you have nicer theaters where you're at, and so I
Yeah.
feel like that would probably prompt me to go see more films too, because like, you know, did you get like The Irishman? Did they do
no,
a theatrical release over there?
I didn't.
No?
I didn't look for it. I bet it was at the same place I saw the Breaking Bad movie. I bet they probably played it there.
Oh, right.
But yeah, those Netflix movies don't always come. Like they say they're gonna have a theatrical run, and then they don't always come here. They didn't. I really wanted to see Marriage Story, which I'm gonna actually watch after this stream.
Yeah.
But they didn't play that here either, with my boy Adam Driver.
Yeah, you have to tell me if you cry or not.
I will 100%. I cried during the trailer of that movie, man. I'm excited. It looks like a good movie.
That's what. See, the cool says, legit question: what piece of technology do you believe should already be invented that hasn't been yet? For example, this is, and they haven't said, but yeah.
Oh man, I feel like I think about this stuff all the time, and then when I'm asked, I'm like,
Yeah.
a
The thing
pizza
that
pill.
I wanted for a while. Pizza pill. They said laser light toothbrushes. Why can't I just take like a glow stick and flash it at my mouth and have it all be clean?
Oh my
So
God,
like
that's
it's like
brilliant.
a flash clean. That
Well,
would be pretty
That
cool.
I mean, that's
Just
kind
kinda-
of mouthwash almost, but like, you know, it's not gonna clean your teeth as well as like a brush will, or you know,
Yeah.
like yeah, if something could like automatically floss my teeth for me, that'd be awesome. I hate flossing. I do it every day, and everybody should
Yeah.
floss, but it's a pain
Yeah,
in the
definitely
butt.
floss. Yeah, I feel conflicted because you know I use those little floss picks, the plastic ones.
Yeah, me too.
But I feel so wasteful when I'm using them because it's like, man, that you know, that's just going to a landfill somewhere. But I
Yep.
hate I really hate
Wrapping it
using
around
just,
your
like-
hand, it doesn't work for me, man.
yes. Yeah, it feels like a very outdated practice.
Yeah,
We're on some teeth.
I am.
I would say that, and I guess this does kind of exist. I don't really know exactly how far they are into the technology. Ryan would probably say, actually, you know what? Ryan is all about like body modification. Like if Ryan could be a robot, he would be a robot right now, I think.
You make it sound like he's got Hellboy
But he would,
horns. Like he's real into body mods.
no, I mean like, full on like uploading your consciousness into a another
Robot, yeah.
artificial vessel. Yeah. I think he would probably agree to that somewhat. But we had always talked about and again, some version of it exists, not so much that's like accessible to the public right now, but like contacts that record your day to day.
Oh yeah.
Like because I always thought as a kid growing up how cool it would be to like
Be able
have
to
like
replay something that happened.
exactly, yeah. So that, and it's kind, it's the closest version that we can get to that. So that's what I always thought would be really cool. So yeah, I think that's probably what I'd say.
Yeah, that's a good answer because yeah, I've always wanted that too. And I think hasn't Google made those like are they the specs? Where like
Yeah, there's the Google goggles. What were the Google Glass? What were those
I think
called?
Google Glass, that sounds right.
Because Snapchat had done one too, but that was like, I guess like nobody bought theirs, and it was more so just for the app or something. That was a few years ago. Do you remember that? They were like colored.
I do remember that, yeah. Let's see. Did you?
But yeah,
I know. I
let's
keep
see.
accidentally being the Cheetos guy. Let's see. Did you grab Bronzetti's level there?
I believe I did. Yes.
Excellent. And then
And now we have
one from MOB, Mob, but with a space. OB.
B main. B.
BYOB. Bring your own OB.
Google. It was the Google Glass, and it flopped. Yeah, that's what I see. The cool set. I remember people thinking that they didn't look very good, and yeah, that they didn't sell so well.
Let's go.
It says, Vinny, can you feel the sunshine?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Is that your favorite Sonic R song?
Oh man.
It's just one.
What a hard question. I think it probably has to be Back in Time.
Right. That one's just. It's nostalgic even like if you've never played the game before.
Absolutely. I don't know what it is, but it's like that chord progression too that I just like. I'm a sucker for any like chord progression like that. Love it. Yeah, CJ says living in the city. It's Sonic R soundtrack is so good. I can't like, it's not ironic. It's just genuinely good.
Yeah,
I love it
very
so much.
Good. The only like irony about it is that it's the soundtrack of a Sonic racing game, and it's just like it doesn't really fit what you're doing.
Right.
But I love that she's also like the announcer for the races.
So cool. I gotta work with her. I gotta try and make some music with her. That's a bucket list.
Hashtag goals. I was gonna draw like a classic Sonic for some Sonic R action, but that looks horrible already. So we're gonna get that out of there.
When you just do the outline of the eyes like that, I didn't realize how much it looks like Tom from Toonami.
Oh yeah. You know who taught me how to do that was you. You are the one that like taught me how to draw Sonic better.
Oh, I don't believe that. I don't remember any of that.
100% true. You were like, "Yeah, draw it like a pair of goggles." And I was like, "What?"
What was this? Like in fourth grade or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It blew my mind. I was like, wow, my Sonic drawings look like 90 times better now.
It's funny. Yeah, that makes sense though, because one, that was the year that like we were like making a lot of comics together.
Yeah.
And then also that was like the year that I was getting a lot of those comics from the grocery store, the Sonic ones.
Yeah.
So.
Too bad that's not a thing anymore. I wish that was still a thing where I could just be like, guys, go to your local supermarket and pick up a comic book.
Yeah. Rose says, "What is the worst song lyric you have ever heard?" I, listen to a lot of rap, so I feel like I could list off a lot. But the thing that comes to mind is probably
Louis Vuitton swagger. What was that from?
Wait, what is that from? Oh, that is Locomotive Kurt. Run that train, Kurt.
I quoted that yesterday, and I couldn't remember what it was from. So
everybody go look up Locomotive Kurt. I would probably say, just objectively, ICP's Miracles. I mean, you can really pick anything from that song.
How do those work?
F and Magnets. How do those work? That's probably the worst. What about you?
I don't know. Julie played for me last night a Hawthorne Heights song, and it was just like the epitome of emo, and I'm like upset that I didn't listen to it when I listen to that kind of music. But I wouldn't say it's the worst. It's just like comes to my brain as like the most like on brand for what they were trying to do.
Yeah. Rose says, "Blurred lines. What rhymes with hug me?" Yeah. Yeah. That song hasn't aged so well, has it?
Oh no, I don't know if it ever was well. I feel like it was a controversy when it came out too.
Yeah, it definitely was. I just can't imagine that song and video getting even like released to the public in like this this time. Like when you're dealing with artists of that caliber, like there's a lot of it's almost like political campaigns. It's very calculated in the sense that they have a lot of people around them that weigh out if things are a good option or not. And I definitely think those camps would vote not to have that video and song released now.
Put the veto on it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I see the cool says Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang. That's fair. CJ says anything that comes out of Justin Bieber's mouth. You talk about repetitive hooks. Isn't it crazy that like, do you remember when Justin Bieber like kind of blew up when we were in like junior high?
Yeah.
That's crazy that was so long ago. And he's had like a decade of Bieber.
He seemed like so young to us, even though we were like 2-3 years older than him, maybe.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
I see the cool. It was Pharrell, T.I., and Robin Thicke.
Yeah.
And they actually got sued. They got sued because Marvin Gaye's estate is like trigger happy when it comes to songs that like they didn't sample Marvin Gaye, but they thought it sounded close enough that they had a case, and I think they actually they pay out some royalties or something. But
yeah,
yeah,
the you can tell everybody I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man. That they had to pay Elton John for you can tell everybody. Yeah.
Oh. I did not know that. Yeah, cases like that happen all the time. As far as like big like top 40 artists. Because who was it? Sam Smith or Ed Sheeran that got sued by oh geez, Free Fallin'.
Tom Petty?
Who sings Tom Petty? Because one of their songs, like the main melody, or maybe it was the chord
Oh
progression or
yeah,
something, was
no.
similar enough that
Oh, what song is it? No, one of their songs is literally just "I Won't Back Down," but it's just like different words. Like
Right.
it's legitimately like the same song.
Is it Sam Smith or Ed Sheeran?
I think it's Sam Smith.
Oh. Stay with me. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's like literally like the same song. And I didn't even know that like actually went to court or anything. I've just always thought that was the same song. So
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it did at least. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's a fine line to walk. Everybody takes inspiration from something. Like I
Right.
guess that what the I'm sure this is a pretty popular story, but like the Beatles had like a jukebox in their studio or something, and they would just like put on a record they liked, and they would be like, okay, let's make like our version of this today.
yeah.
So everybody takes inspiration, but yeah, when you're at that level and there's some big money involved, like that dude Juice World, he has a song that sampled Sting, like
There's a
very
person
clearly.
named Juice
It's a
World?
Sting. Juice World, yes,
Juice
and
WRLD's a
there's no
human?
yeah, and I think he stylizes it world with no O, if I'm not mistaken.
Juice World.
Yes, world.
World.
But yeah, his big
Total.
single sampled Sting, and the producer was like threw a fit over it on Twitter because I think Sting ended up getting like 60 to 65% of the royalties or something, like a big
Sting's my
chunk of
boy.
it. Yeah, dude, it's really crazy.
I watched a documentary. It's an unreleased documentary. So, Sting signed on to do the soundtrack to what became Emperor's New Groove. And one of the stipulations was
Really?
that his wife got to record, like, do a documentary of the whole thing. And what ended up happening was that the movie that they were making didn't. It turned into Emperor's New Groove, but it was a completely different movie.
Mm.
And he had written all these songs and whatnot, and they had recorded dialogue with Owen Wilson and stuff. Like they were like very well on track to finish this movie, and then they did a couple test screenings. They were like, this isn't working. We got to completely start this over from the ground up. So they got rid of all of his songs. And they're like,
way.
yeah, hey, we're doing like a different movie now. Sorry. And so yeah, the documentary is kind of from his point of view. Yeah, it's really interesting. It's an unreleased documentary. You can watch it on YouTube. It's not in good quality by any means, but it's pretty interesting to see. How did I die in this level? I am ashamed of myself. But it's interesting to see the evolution of what became Emperor's New Groove.
Yeah. Wow. I was gonna like my first reaction is why would they toss everything? But I mean the songs that that they write, or at least I'm sure all of the stuff, the material that he had written is so specific to that storyline and that version of the movie that it wouldn't have worked by them rewriting it and all that stuff.
Right.
That's too bad though. I never knew that though.
Yeah, I think the soundtrack to Emperor's New Groove included like one or two of the songs from that draft of the movie, because I mean they were done and recorded. Like Eartha Kitt even, I think, did like a full-on song as the character that became Yzma. I don't know if that was her name in that draft of the movie, but
oh wow, yeah. R.I.P. Eartha Kitt. Actually says Vinny, you got louder and sounded way clear for a second. Yes, that is
Is that true?
That's
It was probably because I
well,
leaned into the
it might-
microphone. I'm gonna get a
Yeah.
headset for streaming because I just use my voiceover mic and I gotta get nice and intimate for it to sound nice and clear.
There you go.
But
Yes, and this was a mic that I had in my possession for recording music, and so I kind of know the ins and outs of it, and
That's
how
true.
it does weird things, like when it randomly made your voice sound like
Patrick Warburton.
Patrick Warburton. Yeah.
Dude, speaking of Emperor's New Groove. Right. Cusco's poison. The poison for Cusco. The poison chosen intended to kill Cusco. Cusco's poison.
You watched it on Disney Plus?
I think it might still be on Netflix. They might still
On
have
there?
it on Netflix because of yeah, there's a few of those movies where
Oh yeah.
they still had the Netflix deal. Yeah. This looks like I crossed out his eyes, but I just meant to like not do that. But to make it look like he had
Yeah, what's up?
like an eyelid.
Taking my thing?
No, not on purpose. Sorry. Don't sue me.
Yeah. CJ says Baby Yoda. I've watched 2 episodes of The Mandalorian and have really enjoyed it so far.
Oh man, it's good. Yeah, I need to actually. I'm probably gonna watch episode 5 of that and then Marriage Story.
Yeah, I need to get caught up. But I really just like at least the first couple of episodes. I'm sure it progresses into more complex storytelling, but it is very much like Western kind of samurai movies in its approach. And I really like that about it.
Yeah, no, it's been very very solid so far. Steven, how many levels do we got here?
Well, let's see. Let's see.
Let's see.
Wow, we're almost at about an hour. Crazy. I believe so. We have 4 submitted ones, and my surprise
And a
as
special
well.
Surprise inside. Okay, I'm gonna do like we could probably do 1 or 2 of these levels, and then we'll go into the user submitted.
All right, perfect.
Reach the goal while you have a superstar. I bet it's gonna give me 1 million superstars. We talk about this all the time, but I gotta get the red Yoshi. Watch as I screw up the stipulations. We talk about this all the time, but like the easy ones on here are like you have to do nothing and you win, but the normal levels are just like an insane difficulty curve.
Yeah, it really feels like, I don't know. I always I feel like there's something wrong with me when we talk about this, but I played a lot of Mario Maker 1, and to me it feels like the normal levels were a little easier in that version. Just I don't know if it's if people are getting, better with the designs or making them a little bit crazier, if it's the ranking system. But yeah, I mean, as far as just like the level difficulty, it's like the easy it's a breeze, and then I guess it's because there's such a varying degree within the normal like difficulty level.
Yeah.
There can be like decently easy ones, and then like ones that are like, this is actually, I'm struggling with this a little bit. I'm just some guy. Who am I?
You're you, dude.
Yeah, I'm me. CJ says, "Oh, YouTube Rewind was so bad this year. Did you see that, Vin?"
It was literally like I made that for. It looks like I just like the 11th hour were like, Vinny, we forgot to make YouTube Rewind. Can you do something really fast? And I was like, here's what I made in an hour.
Yeah,
It was literally just a stat video.
Do they
like,
normally? Yeah.
I
Number 1.
yeah, Burger King foot lettuce first and foremost should have been like the top of all of that. But no, it was so lazy. It was nice that like they definitely celebrated a lot more than I feel like they have before, because like a lot of times it's just like, here's here's people that are already famous from like being in films and on actual television. This is what YouTube
Right.
was this year. Great. Um,
What what do you think, and I asked this to everybody in the chat too, like what do we think they could do that would be an overwhelmingly positive like reception from the YouTube community though, you know?
I think like getting a lot of those, because like they showed off a lot of like creators that really like came into their own this year on there. But like getting them involved in like making the video, like being there,
Yeah.
like in the video, someone that's like, you know, a couple 100,000 subscribers or something, I guess.
Yeah.
Somebody that's like come up really, really far in just like the past year, and getting people like that on there.
Yeah. And I think even the way that they use creators, because there was like the criticism that or some people just had a really bad experience filming for the rewind. Like
Yeah, last
they
year.
would film all day and then they're yeah, they filmed all day and then they're in the video for like 2 seconds or
Yeah.
something. So I think maybe even, and this is just my opinion, I think even if they did like stuff, because the YouTubers in like the past videos when they kind of do these like, you know, very highly produced, like last year's one, they're kind of used as props, whereas like you don't actually hear them talk about anything. It's not like
Right,
a genuine kind of sit
and,
down
and
like
yeah,
talk.
and they're not
Right.
like creating the video. They're just like they're fed a script and they talk about, you know, K-pop or whatever.
Right. Yeah, yeah, people just kept saying it was like, oh, this is just like a Social Blade video, which yeah. It's like they were towing the line. Like I think they were ahead. I think maybe next year's might be better received because this is like the step in the right direction. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I felt that way too. Like it was, I don't know. At least they were spotlighting more creators. But yeah, it was that was seriously like a 11th hour thing.
Right. Because that kind of like begs the question too, is like, should YouTube Rewind be used for highlighting the people that are, you know, the absolute top of the game? Because I'm sure that some people wanted something else altogether, whereas it's like, should we use this opportunity to highlight like people that are up and coming, or is it more so just like whoever's kind of at the top?
Yeah.
You know, because if they did it that way every year, you know, sure, people are going to rise to the top, but like someone like PewDiePie isn't really going anywhere.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
I don't know. It is interesting, but I was not expecting that much backlash, I guess.
For the one.
Do they
released
normally
this
make
year?
them like? Yeah, like I agree it wasn't great, but it did kind of take me back a little bit. Yeah, I agree with Rose. Rose says us squatters should make the video next year. Leave it to us.
Yeah. Great. Everybody would be would be 100% satisfied. I believe it.
If you think last year's got a lot of dislikes, if we were in charge of making it,
Yeah, don't get me involved.
man.
You guys could probably do it better than I could. Don't get me involved. YouTube Rewind, if I was in charge, YouTube Rewind 2020 would just be Shrek. It would just be the original film Shrek for free on YouTube.
wow. Let's get involved with DreamWorks.
Ask them what they think.
Chicken nugget.
There it
Yes,
is.
okay. Plural. At first, I thought you were drawing a toilet, and I was pretty upset with you. But now I get
No,
it.
it's a
Now I see.
yeah, it's chicken nuggets, man. Come on, get your head out of the gutter. Get your head out
There's
of the
chicken
toilet.
nuggets.
with one
But the
G
thing
and a
is,
Z.
I'm
It's
just
properly spelled.
right. I'm just used to you having like 20 nuggets,
Well, I already ate 18.
not just two. Oh, right, right. Just the scraps. That's what you're
Yeah.
saying.
Tony Stark built it in a cave with a box of scraps. Remember the first Iron Man? Okay.
Of course, how could you forget?
Rose
Wait,
says you
are
spelled
you
nuggets
ready?
wrong.
Are you ready for the level?
Oh, am I doing the
Yeah,
level
it's about-
first?
I think you got to do the level because I want to kick this off, and I'm just greedy. I don't make level. This is my second level I've made in Mario Maker 2.
Okay.
So
Okay, hit me with it.
you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, and everybody feel free to take note of this if you want to play it as well. I'm pretty proud of it. WGR
WGR.
MJF
MJF.
Yep. And D1H.
D1H. Oh boy. Papa John has had over 40 pieces in the last 30 days. Stay tuned. This is the day of reckoning. It has 0 out of 1
tuned.
clears.
I made this last night. So Vin sent me a text that said, "Can you make a Papa John's level?"
I
And he was
don't
obviously
remember
trolling.
saying that.
Just wait. Stay tuned.
Oh my god. Okay.
Just don't be scared. Well, actually, Papa John has had over 40 pizzas in the last 30 days, so we should all be a little scared.
40 pizzas. Are those guys like the heartburn from the pizza?
There is something kind of subversive about this level, as you'll see.
All right, Papa John's.
So what? By the
Wait a
way, that was
minute.
my best crack at.
Is this Papa? Am I looking at Papa?
You're looking at Papa.
Oh no. Do I have to go into Papa? I'm going above him.
No,
What happened to his face? Why is
I
this part of his
would,
face all screwed
I
up?
would.
He's got an ear over there, no ear over here. Is it he's kind of looking to the side a little bit, huh?
He's looking to the side. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Oh boy. Oh, it's pizza. Pizza time. Oh, this is bad.
Everyone knows this. Papa John has had over 40 pizzas in the last 30 days. A little bit of a puzzle. Oh no. Oh no.
Wait, you seeing me cheese it?
Vin, you might have
Or did I screw up the puzzle?
screwed up the puzzle, my friend. I didn't think that was. Oh no.
Don't worry, I got it.
Ow.
I'm Batman, dude.
Really accidental.
Papa
Can you tell what
John's.
this says? Oh wait, no, you're not even gonna go through it.
Just said Papa. I don't know. What is
Look at that.
Do I need to
So
go back?
You cleared over it. You went on top of the oven. So the level
Oh no.
ends where you have to go through the Papa John's oven, and in coins it spells out bake. And then if you come out of the oven, you're the new Papa John.
Oh,
The day of
man.
reckoning is over.
Oh wow. Okay, hold
So-
on. I need to see that. I feel like I did a disservice. 40 pizzas. I've had over 40 pizzas in the last 30 days. It's not the same pizza.
Stay tuned.
I like the twang you give him.
Day of reckoning is coming.
So is something different down here? Should I go
well,
down here?
in the oh, you can go down there. I mean, there's just like enemies, and
Bunch
there's
of bows
a
down
hidden
here.
block to the left.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
To the
bows
left,
in the house.
to the left of his ear, or
Um, no, to like once you drop down there, to the very like bottom of this part, towards the left. Yeah, there's
to help you get back up?
a
Or...
hidden block. No, just a mushroom. You know.
Yeah. Help you out a little bit. Help Papa out. Oh no. Did I screw it up again?
So the way that the way that I tried to design this was you have to squat jump up to that first pepperoni.
Oh, okay.
And so that not the very bottom block, but yeah, that one. Yeah, you're supposed to
Oh,
go up that way.
bake. Oh.
A little bit of a gauntlet.
Oh wow. All right.
And you made it worse with the
I did. Yeah. I made it way worse.
wow.
Better ingredients. Stay tuned.
The reason I give him that twang is I'm so used to hearing the pitch down version because that was the first time I heard it.
Where did you hear it pitched down?
Oh, when it first went viral, it went viral on Twitter, and somebody had kind of chopped up the interview, and they pitched it down, and nobody knew it was pitched down though because they just presented it as like, this Papa John's interview is weird, and so everybody was like, I know he's sweaty, but what happened to his voice? Like that's what all the comments were. But then if you watch the actual video, he just sounds like normal Papa John.
Yeah.
But when it's pitched down, for whatever reason, it just sounds a little scary with a little bit of a twang.
Oh my god.
Stay tuned.
Why do I get worse the more I play Mario?
Each time you're going through it, you're having another pizza.
Another whole pizza.
Yep.
Let's see. And the squatters? What's your favorite pizza joint?
Ooh, what? I mean, I don't wanna upset Papa John. As far as like chains, are we just talking like Domino's, Pizza Hut, Papa John's?
Yeah, I like the big chains, probably.
Little Caesars. Yeah. Let's see. I don't know. I don't really have a preference when it comes to the big chains. Maybe Pizza Hut. I don't know. What about you? Do you have a preference?
I don't know. I mean, I like a good pizza no matter what. You know what I mean? I'm not getting picky about the pizza.
Yeah.
I think I have Domino's the most, but it's just most convenient and it's cheapest. I mean, above Little Caesars anyway. It's a little more expensive than Little Caesars, but it's worth it because it tastes better than Little Caesars. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Have you ever gotten a deep dish from Little Caesars?
The last time I had Little Caesars was with you, when we were living together, and they did the bacon wrapped pizza crust.
Yeah. That was wild, huh?
Which I thought, yeah, it was crazy. I thought that was pretty good though.
Yeah.
I mean, it was, we're expecting, but I don't know. Kimberly says probably Round Table. When was the last time you had Round Table?
Round Table's awesome. Round Table's a little pricey though. But Round Table pizza is real good. I haven't had it in a while. There's one near me, but I haven't been there in a long time. But they've got.
If we're going with more obscure chains. What do they have?
They've got a I think it's called the Smokehouse. It's like a pepperoni pizza, but they do like a spiral of barbecue sauce on it, and it's super
Yeah.
super good.
It's really good. Man, yeah. If we're going with more like obscure chains, I would probably say Mods.
Oh, Mod Pizza's pretty good
I don't know
too.
if
Yeah.
everybody has. Yeah, is that a like nationwide chain? Do you know?
I would imagine so. Maybe it's a state. I'm gonna feel real dumb when it's just like a Washington thing.
Everybody, if you have a Mod Pizza where you live, let us know because I really don't know, but I like Mods a lot. Big fan. Are you drawing Papa John?
Stay tuned. Something about like
I've
his
never heard of it.
his eyebrows in this.
What? What? Everybody said it looks like he got baked in his oven.
Stay tuned. Yeah, he's super sweaty in this interview. What's going on with Papa?
Is Did you Google the picture just so you could try and?
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah. Mod pizzas are everywhere.
That's good. Yeah, Mod Pizza, they've got a lot of choices. So Mod, if you've never been, Mod Pizza's thing is like a custom modded pizza, like to your taste. So you just kind of like they have a few like pre-made options you can do, but it's really like, what do you want on it? And then they like make it right then and there. But they've got like blue cheese and stuff. Like they got a lot
It's a
of
very
like,
Subway sandwich.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they have a lot of options, but as far as like making it, it's like going to Subway or Quiznos or something like that. But it's real good.
This is horrible.
If nobody knows like what this meme is, please look up just like Papa John's interview or type in Papa John's Day of Reckoning, and you'll know what this video was or the level was inspired by. Gosh, that zoom out! Look at him, dude.
This is horrible, man.
Papa John's looking real good.
Oh no. Oh, I can't undo that one.
And Zeddy says, looks like a bootleg Professor Oak.
40 pizzas.
Imagine having 40 pizzas in the last 30 days. Do you think on one day he just had like 10 or 11 pizzas?
Just like the fact that he's like gone on record and said like he is just like obsessively trying Papa John's pizzas since he's been ousted from the company.
Also, in his like cathedral, if you've never seen Papa John's house, Google it. He seriously lives in like a castle. It is unreal.
There he is, Papa John. All right, enough about Papa John Schnatter.
Oh my gosh.
All right, let's see. What's our
All right, first one. Let's get to the real good stuff. Maybe I'll surprise you with some levels in the future streams. But so the first one we have is from The Microwave. I almost said that with a southern accent. So the code is HX7.
HX7.
6X2 or sorry, 6XT
6XT.
and N0H.
N0H. Link's Bizarre Adventure. NES X Wii 2-star difficulty by Mr. Society. Isn't didn't Microwave say something about Society when he hopped in here?
He did. They said like hello society. So
Great.
the Microwave is Joker confirmed.
Confirmed. Skygirl says that I scare them. I apologize. There's too many pizzas. All right.
Pizzas.
This is my first time playing with the Master Sword.
Oh yeah.
Link's had over 40 pieces. This meme stops now. Oh. That's fun. I like that they like actually, you know, give you the move set, unlike in the last game.
Right.
Like it was very cool that we got to do all that
Yeah.
stuff in the last game, but
It kind of makes up for it, I think,
yeah.
doing it this way. Kimberly says, "What are all of your dream jobs?" Chat can say so too.
I mean, probably just like probably voiceover. I already do some of it, but like I don't know, being able to do that full time would be great.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's my answer too. Like, I'm basically just making whatever. I make music, I make art. If I can, the goal is to always be self-sufficient and have that as the full-time career. So, DJ says, when was Papa's interview taken? That was like
Just
I
a
think
couple
last
days ago.
week
Yeah.
or something. Yeah, it's very recent.
No, I would love to be working on something like regular show. Like if that
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
if that was what I was doing every day, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. How cool is that? Like, but like I know, like Spencer Rothbell, the formerly of Clarence, because they don't make Clarence anymore. But yeah, he was like the voice of Clarence and like super involved in that show, and he'd always just post about stuff like on Twitter, and I'm like, man, that would be amazing.
Oh, I forgot I can angle arrows. Well, not worth it. Running out of time. Is there a hook shot? Can I do a hook shot? Or is it... I can't remember. I watched the video and then that was it.
Bit of sad news for anybody that's looking forward to seeing Ryan on the stream. Maybe he probably will not be able to make it for tonight's stream, but hopefully next week.
Actually, that being said, I forgot to mention, I won't be doing one next week.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be out of the state. I've got a wedding I need to go to in Indiana. Like all the way across.
Indiana.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So unfortunately, I won't be able to do it. Probably do a makeup stream sometime. I will announce on Twitter. Yeah, friend of mine's getting married over there.
That's awesome. I if I streamed, I would say, hey, everybody, come join my stream. But I'm not a streamer. Maybe someday.
Just
CJ
stream.
says,
You could stream in my absence if you wanted.
what? Absence.
In my absence.
Ryan. CJ says Ryan may not be coming, but I'm still gonna drop some. Yeah, everybody, drop some pumpkins in the chat for
Yeah.
Ryan. He'll appreciate it.
With pumpkins wide open for my friend Ryan. Welcome to Pumpkin Patch. I'll show you everything.
I walked past at a store I was at today, the clearance like shelf, that they keep back by the bathrooms, and there was just a wall of pumpkin Pop Tarts that nobody bought, and they're selling them for like 70 cents for a giant box. And I thought of
all of
Ryan,
them
of
in the
course, but yeah, instantly just got in the car. I was like, I'm taking these to Ryan, but I just feel like that has to happen with, Ryan made the case that not to, he can't defend himself in this conversation right now, but all I'm saying is Ryan was very adamant that everything that's pumpkin should exist, and clearly those did not do so well. So
Something's off about these pumpkin Pop-Tarts.
yeah, I was tempted to buy one just to try them out, but
Let's see. It's got the taste and the crunch.
that was an awfully good crunch sound.
Thank you. I've been practicing.
The girl says, Vinny, wacky idea. You've just been turned into a chicken. What is your reaction?
The amount of cannibalism I've committed over the years is horrendous. That would be my reaction. Chicken's
So
my
it's
favorite food, man.
instantly,
That'd be horrible.
so it instantly it turns into an existential thing.
It would.
Like,
I'd
what
be
have
like,
I done?
oh my, yeah, what have I done? What have I done?
But according to Werner Herzog, how stupid chickens are, you probably wouldn't even be thinking that.
Yeah, you're right.
Your brain would basically
I'd
shut off.
I'd be easily hypnotized.
The enormity of your flat brain. Yeah, you'd have a flat brain, dude.
So, just the line, the enormity of their flat brain is mesmerizing.
Oh man, have we talked about his response to them wanting to CG Baby Yoda?
No.
But you heard it, right?
No, I didn't.
No, you missed this. This
I
was
did.
like this hit the rounds on Twitter like a week ago, and so somebody interviewed him about Baby Yoda, and he said it was heartbreaking seeing Baby Yoda on set.
Oh.
And he said it was like beautiful and heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Because it looked so real. He was like genuinely moved by Baby Yoda. But I guess one of the directors had said that they were thinking about replacing, like doing a digital cover up essentially of
Yeah.
Baby Yoda. And they asked Werner about it, and his response was, "You are cowards. Leave it." And so they left it.
Incredible.
So Werner might have saved Baby Yoda.
Wow. Dude, good job. You are cowards.
Which I'm so happy they did. That's not incredible. I can't believe we haven't talked about that.
No,
I
man.
just assumed you would have seen it.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Oh boy. Getting lots of good questions and stuff in the chat. Mike, you can send me your code. This is the second level that we've done. I think we have like 3 or 4 to go, so hopefully we can get to it. But feel free to send it, and hopefully we'll get to it tonight. Well, yeah, Rose says, if one animal was made the size of a whale, which would be the scariest?
Oh, easily anything with more than 4 legs. I ain't
Yeah.
into it. If any bugs are the size of an elephant, my time on this planet's over. I'm going to Mars at that point.
Oh, man. But if it's like what's the Paul Verhoeven what's that movie that came out in like, oh geez, you know which one I'm talking about? Not what is this movie called? It's gonna bother me. I know it.
Maybe finding the next level for me will refresh your memory.
Oh right. But before I do that, it is Starship Troopers.
Starship
They
Troopers.
cuz they're because they're killing like like giant bugs. I think they're on Mars.
Hey. Nope.
Anyway,
I'm going to a different
so
planet.
we did the microwaves level. Now let's do Bronzetti's,
Cool.
which is YYB
YYB.
WK2
WK2
CFG.
CFG. Tale of Sail, long sleeping.
Yeah, like
And find
instantly
the
my
computer room while you're out.
oh no. Too good.
I'm excited.
But yeah, I think we would probably both say, even if it's not an animal, we'd probably say a fly, right? If that
Yeah.
was
No, thanks.
maybe a spider or a fly.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it would be even scarier if whatever's coming at you can also fly. So, like, yeah, no
Yeah.
thanks.
For sure.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm thinking about it and it's like freaking me out.
A Mothra, basically.
Yeah. How do I... Bombs? You want it? Lamp oil. Rope?
All right, yeah. Thanks, Mike. We'll try and get to it.
Do you remember how to throw the bomb? Oh, I found it.
He says, but imagine a giant bunny or kitten. Don't hit me with Tim Allen right now. What's your... By the way, you just rewatched what, Santa Claus 2
Yeah.
with Tim Allen?
Oh.
What are your
Well, I mean, anytime
new
anytime you're watching Tim Allen interact with like a weird version of himself, it's pretty funny.
Yeah. How did you feel about the kind of tyrannical toy version of Tim Allen?
What you mean when like the plastic Tim Allen turns into like fascist Santa?
Yes.
I mean, it's what I talked about when I watched the movie is that like that movie went through the same kind of like filmmaking process as something like The Mandalorian did. Like someone wrote a script for that movie and you know, concept artists worked on it. Like a whole team was there working on that movie. And that's crazy to me.
Sure. That's the final product that they came up with.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very interesting way because like after seeing the first you know, you kind of get used to how the sequels went. I mean, the third one is just
Super weird.
it's the third one,
Yeah.
you know. Yeah.
I don't know if this is what I'm supposed to be doing, but I'm doing it.
But yeah, after like making the first one, I wouldn't expect that's where the second one would have went, but the
Yeah.
situation itself is kind of weird. He's like kind of I mean, I know that they address it in the plot that he like just happens to fall in love, but it's like he has to find a wife. I don't know. It's just weird.
It is weird.
Wait, if if he doesn't find a wife, he just stops being Santa, right?
Yeah. Oh, this is cute.
But
This
he's
is a little
fallen
piece.
in love with being Santa.
Yeah. He's really good at being Santa.
That's the
He's
motivation.
better at being Santa than the man that fell off of his roof and died.
Right, which is, I mean, it's hard to get past that. Like that's where the movie starts or the franchise starts. Is
Right.
that the original Santa has died? How long was that Santa? You know, like was
Yeah.
he hundreds of years?
He couldn't have been a horrible Santa.
So like, I mean, what are the logistics that he actually like dies? Like Santa has. Wait, do they? Like, does
address
Santa
it in the
have-
first movie? They say something like, "We've made things a lot safer for you," and it's just like, why didn't you do that thousands of years ago, guys?
This is an institution at this point.
Yeah.
Like you've obviously have thought of like every other precaution when it comes to Santa, right? And like hiding and all the travel and everything, but you don't even give him a helmet.
Yeah,
He's walking on like
yeah,
people's
slippery,
like roofs.
Scary rooftops, dude. That's no good.
My thing is like
Bronzetti,
If
great
Santa
level, by the
can-
way.
if
That was a
this-
really good job.
yeah, that was really cool. But you know, it's like if this man can like shrink himself down to like squeeze down a chimney or a pipe, but he has no sort of like magical powers when it comes to like, oh, if he falls and he can like stop himself from falling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Santa can't levitate.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. In the first movie, doesn't Tim Allen like fly away with his son?
I don't think that. No, no. There's that punk kid elf. This is gonna get into me being like, I hate this kid's face. But he comes down. He's like,
Yeah.
"Don't worry, we're the good guys." And he's just, God, that kid's annoying. I hate that kid.
Yeah.
He's too cool.
Yeah.
But no, he's part of the ELF squad.
Right.
And they liberate Santa and have jetpacks. But yeah, they fly on the jetpacks, which they also could have given Santa, but they didn't.
No. I just pulled it up on YouTube. So when, you know, there's the whole subplot of like the custody of the kid, right?
Yeah.
And at the end of the movie, the mom, Tim Allen's former wife, is like, you can take him to the North Pole, you know, because he's like wanted for kidnapping his own son, isn't
Yeah.
he?
Yeah. There's like police.
And everybody thinks
well,
he's crazy.
because he does kidnap. Well, he doesn't kidnap him, but you know, Charlie's like, "Let's go," and they leave at Thanksgiving, and no one hears from Charlie for like a month and a half.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Is that how long he's gone?
Yeah, he's gone from Thanksgiving until Christmas.
That's hilarious. I mean, not hilarious, but like I totally forgot that happens.
Yeah, and it's like
but
5 minutes of the movie.
I pulled
though.
up this. Yeah. But I pulled this up, and so the mom like gives him permission, like she gives like her approval. Go ahead, take him, and let's see. Oh,
Yes.
you know what? This is what it is. Tim Allen's Santa Claus's bag. His bag of gifts appears to be magic, and it floats up like a balloon, and then they fly up that way
Wow.
while he's like holding his bag of gifts as like a balloon. So maybe the magic's in the bag. Because I was gonna say, like, again, I don't understand why he would have. Because Bailey asked how does Santa die in the movie. Tim Allen hears something on his roof.
And he's like,
on,
yeah.
Christmas
Yeah, he's reading.
night.
Yeah, he's reading him a Christmas book. I think he's reading him the night before Christmas. He's reading his son that, and then they hear something on the roof, and Tim Allen's like, "Hey, what are you doing on my roof?" And Santa goes, "Huh?" and like slides off the roof and falls off and dies.
He just straight up dies. He
Yeah.
actually dies.
Yeah, he just dies.
Um,
It's awful.
It's very morbid. I feel like yeah, you just kind of have to like roll with the punches and just kind of take it for what it is. Because I feel like if the movie were, I want to see the movie. I want to see the version of the Santa Claus where we see like how the elves are dealing with it. What's that dynamic like?
They're like pretty excited about it. When he goes back to the North Pole, they're like, "Oh, hey, Santa!" Like nobody cares.
Oh my gosh, you're absolutely right. Also, does his body disintegrate and then like the suit is just there? Is that right?
Yeah, he's like a Jedi. He goes over and it's just the suit.
What if the elves didn't know the difference? Like some of the worker elves, if they're just like, "Oh, Santa's back," like they didn't realize he actually died.
Because when he first shows
And
up,
this is
he's
his
just Tim
replacement?
Allen. He's not even like Santa Claus Tim Allen.
That's true. That's true.
I don't
And
know,
he
man.
becomes Santa because he puts on the suit, right?
Yeah.
What's his reasoning for putting on the suit? Do you know?
Well, that's the Santa Claus is it inside of like on the suit. There's like a business card and it says the Santa Claus. Whoever puts on my suit is in charge now. Like the bag and the
Oh.
reindeer will handle it. Is basically what it says. Like put on the suit, the bag and the reindeer will do the rest. I think is what it says. But yeah, the Santa Claus
Oh.
is that when Santa dies, you put on the suit and you are Santa.
R.I.P. to that Santa. Here, let's do this next level. So it's 5YZ.
5Y Z?
Oh, sorry, V. My bad.
Oh, okay.
And then V2G
Okay.
and G1H.
Perfect.
Would you
Zelda
rather
movies.
watch Santa Claus 1 or 2? Do
I think
you have a preference?
I had more of a good time watching the Santa Claus 2, honestly. Because plastic Tim Allen's hilarious.
I have to rewatch it. I don't remember too much of it. I remember the whole subplot of like Charlie's like older and he's kind of a troublemaker now.
Yeah. Well, the first movie's just kind of depressing, honestly.
Yeah.
Like the first movie's like, oh, I'm a dad, but I'm not very good at being a dad. Santa Claus died on my roof, and I guess I'm him now, and nobody wants me to be him, and like nobody believes that I'm him. So like I can't explain why all this weird stuff's happening. I don't know. The whole tone of the second movie is a lot better, and you don't have to really think about the fact that somebody died so that he could become Santa.
Right.
But I don't know. Who's to say that guy could have been
Until they
Santa?
reboot it though.
Oh, whoa. The Santa that came before Tim Allen could have been Santa for like thousands of years and was like very stuck in his ways. He was like, no, guys, I don't want to, like, if this is my last troop, it's my last troop. I don't know. rip to that
So
Santa.
you're saying died with dignity.
Yeah.
He was like, this is it. This is his final hurrah.
Yeah, he's like, guys, we don't need, like, he told the elves not to update anything, you know? Like, cause there's like a lot of like weird tech elves for Tim Allen. Tim Allen's got a lot of tech elves. We're getting way too into this. Okay. Whose level is this?
This is, let me double check here. This was MOBs. I'm not sure if MOB
okay.
is still in
Yeah.
the chat, but if you are, we're about to play your level.
Excellent. All systems, full power.
Really asks if your life was if a movie was created based on your life, which genre would you like it to be?
Well, I'd like it to be something cooler, like, I don't know, like an action movie or something, but it just wouldn't be fair.
Yeah.
My life's not that action.
Yeah.
It would probably just be like a comedy.
I feel like most people's lives would just be a maybe a drama, maybe a comedy, maybe a dramedy.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a romance, you know? Maybe it's a rom-com. Yeah, you know what? I want my life to be a Hallmark movie.
You want a Hallmark special on your life?
Yeah, no, not like a biopic, just like a really run of the mill, kind of forgettable Hallmark movie.
Wow, man.
Just because, like,
Does Hallmark still
not,
have
I
a
mean,
channel?
oh, absolutely, yeah, bro. I think they put out a movie like for the holidays. That's like what they bank on now. And
Yeah, that
I
makes
don't know if
sense.
anybody knows in the chat, but like they put out uh like dozens of Christmas movies. I'm pretty sure during the holidays. Like
This
yeah,
Christmas.
CJ says, and they're all sung by Chris Brown. CJ says Hallmark has the same 4 plots for every movie that they make. They absolutely do. Um,
I love how passionate about
absolutely.
you are.
But
They absolutely
we
do.
eat it up. They absolutely do. I mean, there's like I'm not gonna try and come up with them, but
Come on, man. Give me your
uh,
best Hallmark. What would your Hallmark movie? Like what?
okay,
Give,
that's right. Because I mean, I said this is gonna be mine.
yeah, hit me with
Kind
it.
of written myself into a corner here. Well, okay, so
Is yours gonna be a
well, I don't
Christmas
know if
movie,
I.
dude?
Yeah, it might as well be. It's like it's that time of year. I'm just trying to think because it's like okay, um, when I said like a rom com, that's those movies are always like unless it's something that takes place over like someone's whole relationship, which those are normally sadder. Um, but if it's a rom com, it's normally a very condensed movie. It's like a focus of maybe a week, a few days. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's always a short amount of time. So then and I think Hallmark movies are like that too because you have the character the character who moves like back to their small hometown. Um, they're maybe okay, so it's like they're a business person.
Okay.
The hustle and bustle of the big city has made them a cynic in a lot of
Living in
ways,
the city,
and
you
because
know
they're
you have to survive.
exactly
Yeah.
they keep the dream alive,
Yeah.
but they've lost the dream, and they need someone maybe from their past to reignite their
Are you just working all of Sonic R's soundtrack into
they
it now? They need to go back in time.
need to go back in time and I guess metaphorically because it's it's snowy, it's kind of cold out, but because it's so cold, like their outlook on life, they need someone to come into their life and help them feel the sunshine and kind of ask them maybe in that third act, can you feel the sunshine? And that's
when the tears flow.
or generally yes, and that's kind of when there will be a Christmas miracle. I'm trying to think of the and then the credits roll after they look at that diamond in the sky.
Yeah.
I can't think of all the Sonic R titles.
Number one.
Oh yeah, come on, man, I really blew it on that one. Oh, you're waiting for me.
I am now.
Yeah. All right, so the next one is by. Wait, are we already to Mike's? Is that right? Did I miss anyone's?
No,
Wait, I thought.
we did.
Wait, you know what? Did I miss CJ's?
I think you did.
The level about Spike? Yes.
I don't think. I was gonna say I don't think I've played CJ's. I thought that was gonna be.
Sorry
the next
about that,
one here.
CJ. It was the very last code on the screenshot that I took, so that's why I missed it. All right, so it is P9G.
Excellent.
WB2.
Perfect.
0QG.
Awesome.
Simp, yeah, sorry, Ryan is not here with us this stream. That boy is working. He's a busy guy.
Yeah, I miss him. Hit us up with the pumpkins in the chat one more time. Snowball scurry.
Everybody dropped them pumpkins.
Use the snowballs to hit the on-off switches and reach the goal.
Nice. So, yeah, CJ said that a plot point that Hallmark often recycles is there's a worker staying really late after work and seeing a dead relative by holding something, and they see their past. No way. So it's just a
What?
Christmas Carol, kind of.
Uh-oh. I think I've ruined this
It's kind of.
forever.
I mean, reading that, it sounds a lot more morbid.
Yeah.
than it probably is. It's probably like, like a glowing angel or like mom or something like that.
Yeah.
I just imagine like something scary, like Hereditary.
I imagine something scary like Tim Allen.
Oh, right.
Plastic Tim Allen.
CJ says it's kind of Christmas Carol, except they all suck. Yeah, like that's the thing though, is like I feel like it's kind of like the sci-fi movies where they were making these things with a contained budget and they were doing what they could, and then once they became like self-aware, they just fully leaned into it. Maybe Hallmark like found that self-awareness before sci-fi, but you're a big fan of the Sharknado movies, right, Vin?
I wouldn't say I'm a big fan of them. I think I might have watched the first
I know
one.
you're gonna go with it. Yeah. Anybody seen Sharknado? I've never watched one of them.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're a Sharknado head.
Oh yeah.
These spikes keep on murdering each other.
Waiting for your love.
I'm also killing them though, so it's not. I'm not very helpful.
Okay.
When you are with me. Ah, sorry, Spike. Nothing personal, kid. Jesus, okay.
Oh boy. Bailey says my favorite Christmas Carol versions are the ones with Jim Carrey and the Muppets Christmas Carol.
Dude, my favorite is
Better-
is the Mickey Mouse Scrooge McDuck one. You ever watch that one?
I have. I'll. Oh, is that on Disney Plus? Because
It certainly is, dude.
Yeah. I'm very excited about being able to watch Goof Troop and
It's the good troop.
like
We always stick
Goofy
together.
movie. I didn't love Goof Troop as a kid, but I'd always watch it like when I was homesick because they would show the not as poppin' Disney shows during
Yeah.
the daytime, during the weekday.
How did I just
On
do this?
Toon Disney, not Disney XD. Yeah, Toon Disney.
I think it became Disney XD.
But I like you like Scrooged? You a big fan of Scrooged?
I don't know if I've ever seen Scrooged.
It's
I feel like the
Bill-
only
Bill
version
Murray
of the
movie.
Christmas
He,
Carol I've ever seen is Mickey's Christmas Carol.
Incredible.
So I was like, this is the perfect version of the story. I never need to see it ever again. It's got Bill Murray though.
Yeah, it's like set in where I think when did it come out? Like late 80s. He's like a kind of cynical businessman, and I think he notoriously doesn't like the movie or had a really bad time making it or something, but I still enjoy it. What?
Nice.
EJ said we've talked about Hallmark, but what about Lifetime? I have just combined the two in my mind. Everything that I just said about Hallmark, I was also saying about Lifetime because they are one and the same in my brain. So I apologize for if anybody likes one more than the other.
I went to a Hallmark store yesterday, and
Still have those? No way.
yeah. What, you don't?
I've not seen one.
What, you don't? You don't have a
No.
Hallmark in your house? dude?
We do not have. We we do not have any over here anymore. We used to have a couple, one in the mall and then one out kind of by our place, but not anymore.
Wow.
What'd you think of it? Is it still very much the same?
Oh yeah. But I went there because I wanted
Oh.
a Kylo Ren Christmas tree ornament.
All right.
But I went there. Julie thought I was going to get a card for somebody or something, but she didn't realize that my true intention was to buy a Christmas ornament for the Christmas tree she already like picked out the decorations for. So she vetoed Kylo Ren being on the Christmas tree,
Oh.
which is fair.
That's funny. Yeah.
Let's see. I'm drawing a tribute to my boy.
Who?
To my boy.
Okay.
What?
Baby Yoda?
Oh, no. To Spike, dude. My boy.
Seeing green right now, so.
He's a lima bean.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Remember that episode of Jimmy Neutron where there's like a giant lima bean?
Yes.
What was happening there? I like remember, I can see like a still image of it, but I couldn't tell you like what the plot of that episode was.
I feel like that show is just I just remember like images from it that are kind of
Yeah.
cursed. Like
Yeah, that's exactly
where-
what I'm thinking right now.
like isn't isn't there the like I think of that little the screenshot of like little Jimmy where I think his body is like a hamster's, but it's just
Yes.
his head. You know what
Yeah.
I'm talking about?
Yeah. Yeah, dude,
So good.
that show is weird.
No good.
One of my favorite things.
Hotshot says they finally got a Nintendo Switch.
Woo!
Congrats.
Excellent.
That's awesome. Enjoy it.
It's a good time. I 10 out of 10 would recommend.
Yes. You were saying about Jimmy Neutron?
I honestly don't remember what I was saying. Oh, actually,
Just like that, it's gone.
yeah. Did Hi, I'm Paul scare you when you were a kid? Like the
Think
first
at
time you saw it?
first, yeah. Yeah,
That freaked you out a little bit?
absolutely.
It was like too realistic.
Yeah.
That was what was
I
spooky
think,
about it.
yeah, I mean,
Very uncanny.
because you watch the whole show. Yeah, you watch the whole show, and it's kind of at that weird cusp of like, you know, this is a TV show, and we don't have that much, you know, the best,
Budget.
you know, the technology wasn't necessarily where it is. Yeah, and you know, on a TV show that your budget's kind of stretched thin, but then you see that for the whole like 25 minutes or whatever, and then you see Paul.
Paul's so real.
Yeah, at the time, very, very crisp, very real.
He's so real, but he's also so real.
Wow,
Makes you think.
makes you think. Did you ever watch that show So Weird on Disney?
No. Was it so weird?
It's on Disney Plus. It man, I couldn't get through the first episode. I kind of just stopped watching it, but
It was so weird?
I don't really know how to. It was so weird, dude.
Huh.
I don't really know how to describe the plot. It's essentially about this mom who's a rock star, and she's on the road, and her kids. I think she has a son and a daughter, and then like her like tour manager's son is also there, and but anyway, her daughter like runs a website where she investigates like mysteries and like creepy occurrences, and so when they're going like city to city on the mom's tour, and the plot might deviate at some points, I'm not entirely sure, but I think this is the general idea that they kind of like she'll just investigate like ghost stories or something like that. So it's like kind of comedy, kind of mystery, but it doesn't like, at least the first episode, it doesn't have that sort of like wacky feel to it. It kind of feels like a soap opera.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's really weird. It's so weird.
That is so weird. Absolutely. Spike's slowly coming along here.
It's looking real good.
He's about to start looking less good.
Like him, dude.
Spike's just got like a really
Yeah.
weird design. I think that's why I love him. It kind of looks like they like stopped trying halfway through making him.
What is it about him that you don't like? His mouth, maybe?
Well, there's nothing about him that I don't like. He just like looks weird to me. And that's kind of why I love him. Gotta give him some features here. Drawing on Mario Maker is one of the weirdest things ever. But I encourage everybody to do it. At least to try it.
I'm very good at it.
You think so?
I think so. I think if we go back and watch the first streams where you're drawing stuff, I think you'll see an improvement, I'm sure.
Yeah, I've gotten some new techniques.
I mean, look at that line work. Come on.
Thanks, man.
You weren't doing that at the very beginning.
I don't know if I do that often now.
I don't know. Just a sudden flash of the Papa John drawing.
What's your guys' favorite Christmas song? Don't everybody answer at once. Steven?
Well, I want to know what everybody in the chat. I have a lot of favorite Christmas songs. Some years it's Wonderful Christmas Time, which is like generally the number one, but Last Christmas,
yeah, that's a good one.
This Christmas, Donny Hathaway's version.
This Christmas, that's my favorite.
There's one part of the song, I've tweeted this before, but I forget what part. There's like this chord progression where the instrumental just turns very dark sounding, like very menacing, and then it like goes back to like the peppy version. I don't know. It's just always cracks me up. What else? What are some other good ones?
This Christmas. This Christmas. This Christmas is also a good one.
Are you just gonna keep saying This Christmas?
Oh, This Christmas. That one's good.
Oh. What are some more like obscure ones that you like? I really like
Christmas Wrapping by the Waitresses.
Driving Home. Oh yeah.
I think we were talking about this last time you were here because I feel like somebody was like, I hate that song.
Yeah, they were like the Christmas song that's just like Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Everybody knows it as that. There's a song, what's it called? Driving Home on Christmas that I like. What's the chat saying? Oh, Little Town of Bethlehem. Carol of the Bells.
Carol of the Bells is super menacing to me. But I kind of love that about it because it works well in like those kind of sinister Christmas movies.
Yeah, totally. What's the sleigh ride song?
Just keep on singing, jingling too. That one?
Yeah.
I think
I love that one because a prominent lyric is "Giddy up."
that part of the song sounds like the NFL theme.
You're blowing my mind right now.
I've always
No
thought that.
way.
Every time I hear the NFL theme, I sing that song in my head.
That's you seriously have just like crushed my world right now. That is insane. Not wrong though. I would absolutely agree with that. The Charlie Brown Christmas soundtrack is like one of my
yeah.
absolute
That's good stuff.
favorites. Just the whole so good. You can listen to that whole record all the way through. It's just perfect. Except I do have an issue with. I think it might just be the remastered version, where it goes from like the instrumental version to a song to the vocal version of the song, so you're listening to it like twice back to back.
Yeah.
Not a fan of that. Separate it, do A side, B side.
I'm actually pretty proud of that. That
proposing
turned
a,
out a lot better than I thought it would.
It's very good.
Thanks, man.
I think anybody that sees that would be very impressed by that. Yeah. Rose is proposing a And the Squatters Christmas album.
Wow. If you guys want to get together
I don't
and
even know what
record
that would be like.
a Christmas album, I will hop on that with you.
Yeah, let's start a GoFundMe for that.
Go Fund My Christmas Album should be a website on its own. Lindsey Sterling's Christmas album, Warmer in the Winter. Have you heard that?
Good one too. I have not. I have to check it out. I do like finding really obscure stuff. Like one of my favorite soul R&B groups, The Whispers. They have, I think they actually have two Christmas albums. From two, like one from the late '70s, one from like recent, if I'm not mistaken. And amazing. Yeah, so I like finding stuff like that. That's not necessarily, within the. I don't know, like the stuff that you hear on the radio all the time as far as like covers. Did you know, Ryan's not here to tell the story. Ryan is not a big fan of Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Really?
And we were talking about it. Yeah, and we were talking about it, but he didn't know that is like her song. He thought that her version was a cover, but once I told him that was like that's like an original song, he like was like, "Oh," and I don't know if he likes it now, but he actually found an appreciation for it after knowing that that's like an original song. It is kind of crazy to think that such a staple of like the holiday came out in the 95 or something, sometime in the 90s.
I would say mid to late 90s was when that song came out.
Yeah, it's just crazy because sure, there's some that pop up like Donny Hathaway's is like the late 70s, but like a lot of like the Nat King Cole, that sort of stuff, that's like the 60s.
Yeah, or
Maybe
earlier.
It's cold outside. That stuff's pretty old. Yeah, for sure.
Kimberly says the Hot Chocolate song from Polar Express is pretty good. I agree with that. I don't love that movie because it kind of creeps me out a little bit, but that song is a banger. It's not much to it, but it's good.
Okay, let me give you Mike's level before we get, because I want to talk about Polar Express real quick, if you don't mind.
Yeah, hit me up.
All right, so it's RSH.
Okay.
X6S.
X6S.
And 1QG.
1QG?
What's up, Mike? Glad you stuck around. Excited to see this level.
I'm happy I'm able to play it. Easy, medium, hard. There's a hidden block that leads to unused areas.
Oh. So Polar Express, I didn't know this. So obviously Tom Hanks plays a lot of different characters in the movie, right? The train conductor, the mysterious man that's on top of the train.
The
Did
Polar
you know that, like,
Express.
Santa Claus as well? He is also the main performance for like the little kid.
No way.
Yeah, I was watching. If anybody watches Corridor Digital, their videos, they react to like CG stuff. They were talking about Polar Express, and that's part of the reason why the movie feels so like Uncanny Valley, is
yeah.
because you're watching an adult's interpretation of what a child's reactions would be, and obviously, you know, how we shift our faces is going to be different. And so, yeah, like Tom Hanks is like at the forefront of the movie, where a lot of, I don't know if it's just that kid, but I think it's some of the other characters too, are like based off of his performance.
That's insane. So, like, what about like that one, like, iconically like weird image from that movie of like the kid, of the like Nate, like, you know, looking kid, like looking over. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? The kid in the glasses.
Yes, yes, that the like the meme of him like holding the phone, and it's like, do you want to hear like sicko mode or whatever? I don't know if I'm gonna pull up the IMDb, because obviously the voice acting has to be done by someone else, right? So are they dubbing like Tom Hanks's like performance?
That's weird, man.
How weird would that be?
You're blowing my mind with this mouth-watering flavor.
Oh.
Do you think Tom Hanks could ever do a Cheetos commercial?
I don't think he would, but I think he absolutely could. Let's see.
Oh, that.
Let's see. So he plays. So Tom Hanks plays. By the way, the main character's name in the movie is Hero Boy.
Hero Boy.
So he plays Hero Boy, father, conductor. Yeah. This is what they named the character: Hobo, Scrooge, and Santa Claus.
Wow.
Yeah.
The
And I
Polar
believe
Express.
the character that you're talking about was played by Peter Scolari, and if you saw a picture of him, you would recognize him. He doesn't have
He
like the
sounds
most
familiar.
notable filmography, but he was in something like a kids movie or something that we watched growing up. I'm
Peter Scolari.
almost certain.
Scarelli?
Or
Scalera?
Scolari.
Scolari.
Colari.
Not to be confused with
he voiced
Scalpelli.
a little different. He voiced the Shark slash Gunther Hardwick slash John Hamner in Batman the Animated Series.
Yeah, he's Vinny the Shark.
Him, dude.
Dude, Vinny the Shark from the episode of Bullet for Bullock. Who else was he?
What? He was in That Thing You Do. As far as characters in Batman the Animated Series,
Yeah. Oh, dang it.
as the Shark, Gunther Hardwick, and John Hamner.
John Hamner. Let's see. It's time to rewatch all of Batman the Animated Series for the 20th time.
Yeah, it's time. I feel like there's one thing that I know this guy from, but I can't. He has a lot of like bit parts. He played Commissioner Loeb in Gotham.
Oh, yeah.
One episode, I think.
He would have been
Or 5 episodes,
Yeah, I was
actually.
gonna say he would have been in like the first arc of the show. Yeah, I know exactly what he looks like.
Oh, you know what? You know what? I think I'm lying. So he is in the movie, but he is a lonely boy. See, they don't give any of these characters names. It's Billy's hyphen lonely boy, hero girl, and then there's a character named Know It All. And you know what? We're probably thinking of Know It
It's
All.
gotta be Know It All.
And this guy, this guy's name is Eddie Deason, which sounds kind of like a Tim and Eric name to me. looks just kind of like a career voice actor. He's done stuff in like Recess, Johnny Bravo,
He looks
lot,
like a character
lots
from
of
Recess.
notable shows. Oh, he was in Timon and Pumbaa. So,
dude, Timon and Pumbaa was
Our
weird.
Real Monsters.
You ever watch that show?
Same thing with like Goof Troop. It was something I'd watch when I was sick, but
Dude,
I
that
haven't
show
watched it
is
in-
a fever dream. So, Timon and
Real
Pumbaa.
weird.
I was gonna draw like a buff arm here because every time I read Mike Buff's name, I'm like, yeah, buff boy. But I feel like I draw buff people all the time every time I play Mike's levels. Mike, what do you want me to draw for you? Timon and Pumbaa, because the Lion King was so successful, they were like, okay, don't do anything with Simba because we want to keep it free for like sequels. And so they were like, well, here's Timon and Pumbaa, do whatever you want with them. And they literally just did whatever they want. Like, there's no way that Timon and
when you
Pumbaa,
say-
the television show, could be canon to anything in the Lion King universe because it's so
Oh,
weird.
Gotcha.
Like, they're
Is
just
it-
like
would you
constantly like
consider it like
vacationing.
parallel?
It's like the Lion King.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you took any like aspect of like the rules set within the film and just threw them out the window because like they're constantly
Sure.
like traveling like on boats and stuff. They like travel the world in that show. It's weird. I don't know. It's like Timon and Pumbaa were actors in The Lion King and they got like a big check for being in a successful film like The Lion King. And now they're just like doing weird stuff.
Oh, in the show, they're actors.
That's what it feels like, but I don't. It's not exactly staged that way because Simba does eventually show up, but I think like the original stipulation was like they can't use Simba.
When you say that, was it because like they had a certain like they didn't want to ruin the character, or they had like contract wise they couldn't?
I would probably say it
something.
was contract wise, but it's like weird that they set that rule because like Aladdin had an animated show, The Little Mermaid had an animated show, and the Lion King sequels weren't even theatrically released. I
I
think
saw a tweet that cracked me up. That was like, because I know. Go ahead.
no. What? Sorry, what were you saying?
Yeah, I saw this tweet that was like, because I know there's some sort of controversy with Frozen 2 as far as like where the movie goes or something, but I saw this tweet that was like, people are complaining about Frozen 2. In my day, we would have got Frozen 2 on VHS and Olaf would have been voiced by some weird guy.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it was, I don't know, it's like, I don't know why.
You know why Homer Simpson voiced
Like everything
the
got a
genie in the Aladdin sequel?
I did not know it was Homer Simpson. I knew it wasn't Robin Williams. Wow.
But do you know why that happened?
Why was that? No.
When Robin Williams signed on to do the movie, it was at the same time because so Robin Williams signed on to do the movie. What was that? Ferngully. He signed on for Ferngully, and Disney saw that he did that, and they're like, well, we can't have like a big name star like that doing a movie for a different studio. And so they're like, Robin, why don't you come work on Aladdin and quit your work on Ferngully there? And he's like, no, I'm not going to do that. And they kind of like pestered him a bunch, and they're like, dude, come on, be in the movie, please. And he's like, okay, I'll do it on the stipulation, because he wanted to do Ferngully because he liked the message of the movie, how it was like, you know, an environmental message. And he's like, okay, I'll do Aladdin for you guys, but don't use like my name as like a big part of your marketing. Like you can use me if you use me in less than like 25% of your marketing, then we have a deal. And they're like, yeah, of course. And then they just like didn't adhere to that at all.
For sure, yeah.
And like used him as like the head of their marketing. And so he was like, guys, I'm not doing anything for you ever again. Like our relationship is over. And so like for years Disney spent like they like sent like a giant piece like art piece that he liked at some art museum. They like bought it and sent it to him. Like they like tried real hard to like smooth things over with him, but he was mad at him for like 5 or 6 years, and then finally he's like, yeah, I guess I'll do the third Aladdin movie, whatever.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I never knew any of that.
Yeah. Yeah, cuz he didn't want like his name to be used in that to overshadow like his name being used in Ferngully. And yeah.
Gotcha. That's weird though that I mean, I guess he was like the hot ticket of the 90s as far as like, attaching stuff to your movie. But that's weird that they were so like tied up over him being in Ferngully to begin with.
Yeah. No, they just didn't want another animated movie to like dominate the box office is basically what it was.
Yeah.
It's really funny that like I love Disney so much, but they do a lot of like shady things as a company. And they always have.
Yeah, I mean, right. Yeah, I mean that's a whole conversation about just like the way that the animators, yeah, and how like I don't know, everybody that Walt brought on early on, how they were treated and stuff. But,
yeah, like there's that
we're all
famous
suckers for it.
Yeah, oh yeah. There's that famous story of I'm drawing Shadow's hands huge, but he's gonna be playing the Switch also. Walt Disney was at at like this huge party. I don't know if it was like for the company or not, but Walt Disney was at this huge party, and one of the head animators at the time was named Ub Iwerks. Ub Iwerks also basically created Mickey Mouse. Everybody should know. And this little girl runs up to Walt Disney, and she's like, I love Mickey Mouse. Could you please draw me Mickey Mouse? And he goes, sure, kid. And turns around and hands the piece of paper to Ub Iwerks, and it's like, draw this kid Mickey Mouse. And that was the final straw, and Ub quit Disney. And like started his own animation studio, and basically like none of his cartoons could get off the ground, and eventually Walt was like, I need you to come back and work for me. And so Ub eventually did come back to Disney, but he only worked on visual effects for live action. He was like, I won't do animation for you ever again.
Oh, can't say I blame him though.
Yeah. Hashtag fun Disney facts. Well, was that our last level? Do we have another one, or is that all of them?
I think that's it.
All right. Well, that's gonna do it for today here. Thank you all for joining us. Normally do this every Friday at 7 p.m. This next week, I've got something going on, so unfortunately won't be here for it. We'll do a makeup stream eventually. Once I find a time that will work, I will announce it and we will do a makeup stream. But I'm sorry there won't be one next Friday. But let's see if I can get this to give me a participants list. I hate the way this works, man. It never gives me a full participants list. And then I have to like go and find my own video, play my own video. And then I have to like go and listen to myself on stream.
Wow.
Bailey Maloney, Cloudchild 1710, I See the Cool One, Kimberly, Mike Buff, Rainboom Blitz, Rosemary KO, Supersonic Girl 1, and Symphonic Labyrinth. And everybody who joined us tonight. Especially those who made levels, thank you so much. All of them were on theme. I didn't have a single user-submitted level that didn't have the new stuff in it. So that was really fun.
Yeah. Super good job, everyone.
Cloudchild says, expect some fan art. That's exciting. I love fan art. And Simp says, make sure check your Twitter. I shared the link with you. Oh, thank you. I look forward to hearing the song. But everybody have a merry December 6th and December 13th while I'm gone. I guess the next Friday stream we have will be after The Rise of Skywalker comes out. So that's going to be something. I'm gonna have to.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to not talk about spoilers during that stream. Man, this is a long week ahead of me here. I got a lot of stuff going on. Not to mention Christmas, everybody. Merry early Christmas.
So we'll have one stream before Christmas, which is cool.
Yeah, definitely. If I'm able to make it happen, we'll have a stream on Tuesday night. So Tuesday the 10th. I'm gonna try and make it a thing to have a stream on Tuesday night. But there might be something I have going on, so it might be some other time. But regardless, thank you guys so much. I appreciate you all coming and hanging out with us. It's always fun to chit chat with you guys, and obviously with you, Steven. But we will see you
Twice.
in the next one. Bye-bye.
Peace out, everyone.
Let's see.